Contradiction machine.
Rachel seems to indicate she'd like to do a call-in with your permission.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to go have a smoke.
No, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, no. He talked a bunch of shit. Now it's your turn.
I think it would be fair. You did invoke. You did invoke Rachel.
I mean, sure.
So Rachel, Andrew gave the green light there. It'll take us a few minutes to get it going.
Guys, your wife to fight me and
stay tuned. Rachel Wilson is in the building, spiritually, in spirit, not physically, not corporeally. You think this podcast? Look, I'm here. I'm just here to host and moderate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really here to debate. You think this podcast is? What did you say? Something about incels?
I worry about the effect that.
Closer to the mic.
I worry about the effect that your podcast has on the minds of young men. Where I see, in your comment sections, when I've looked, is a lot of dudes saying all girls are whores. Every woman these days has an OnlyFans. I feel like it pushes men towards distrusting women, and I think makes the issue of like the sexless incel worse.
Hold on. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot there.
I believe that it's sowing division between men and women.
You believe the podcast is sowing division between men and women. Okay, well, hold on. Let's start with one thing first. I can address some of your other things here really quickly, but specifically on the incel thing, just how do you define incel?
Involuntary celibate.
Involuntarily celibate.
And I would say that a hatred of women comes along with it.
Like it's inherent? Like
no,
if
but it develops.
You struggle with dating, that
also,
means
my bad. I didn't mean
actually,
to catch a string.
You know what? Really quick though on that, I actually think men who are like hyper successful with women have a stronger tendency towards misogyny than men who have struggles with dating. Like I actually think it's the case that like mega giga player guys are probably more likely to have misogynistic leanings than guys who like struggle a little bit or even a lot with dating. Do you disagree?
I think it's 50-50. I think that it's like to the same. I think they both end up. I think men on the extremes both end up just being like kind of super shitty.
Chance here. By the way, in addition to the Rachel, what do you, Andrew? What do you think about it if I send my assistant to go get us some In-N-Out right now? We'll do a mukbang on the whatever, an In-N-Out. It's like you eat on stream.
I don't know if I have the. It's.
Not okay. Andrew said Andrew.
3 to 4 hours.
Well, you know, listen. You talk some shit about Steven Crowder. You talk shit about Steven Crowder. You talk shit about Andrew. You talk shit about Andrew's wife. You know, look, I was trying to wrap the show here. Andrew, you know, I was trying to wrap. I never liked the shows to go long. I was trying to end the show, and then you had to talk shit about Crowder. Which, by the way, you know, I'm not debating here. Where's your evidence for the abuse? The video where he maybe slightly had a tone. That's it.
Yeah.
That's abuse.
That's abuse.
Yeah.
That's abuse.
And by the way, she's never done anything like that.
His whole freak out about no fault divorce. His whole freak out about no fault divorce, I think, is pretty indicative of where he stands and how he treats his wife and views his wife.
Have you ever raised your voice slightly? Just curious.
Depends on who. Your pregnant wife, your immensely pregnant wife.
Yeah, thousands of hours of video, and she set it up for there to be 30 seconds of video that she could go take to a divorce attorney. Okay. Guy who never hit her once, guy never did anything to her, still takes care of his kids, and then she tried to fucking negotiate some backdoor fucking money dealings with a big network too on top of it. Like you fucking,
get out of there, girl.
You fucking people are insane. You're insane.
You think that women who have children with a man like have a desire to like blow up their whole marriage?
Sometimes they do, yeah. Okay. Just like, don't you think that there's some men who have a desire to blow up their marriage after they have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just not women though. They're benevolent fucking angels and never do stuff like that. Give me a break, Chuck.
All right.
Don't you think there's a higher threshold for abuse? You know, like maybe his tone was a little bit.
No, she didn't say that. She said he beat her up. You said he beat her up?
Fucking story. I also think he's a fucking loser.
Yeah, I know, because you
Complaining about
disagree with him.
divorce.
I know, because you disagree with him.
I do disagree with him. I think he's hateful and stupid.
I know. But so
And I
that
think
justifies any bad thing you want to do to him, doesn't it? Just like it did Charlie Kirk.
I think it is ridiculous to claim that I have a desire to assassinate someone. What?
No, you see,
Like
the-
like they
the-
did to like
the assassin-
rather than make a claim that
the
millions of
assassin
made.
killed Charlie Kirk because people like you said Charlie Kirk was an evil Nazi. And so if you tell people
He was
that,
a bad guy, yeah, he
and
was
if you tell people that this person's a really bad person over and over again, and that they're Adolf Hitler light and stuff like that, they start to not look at them as humans.
What do you think happens when you say that all lesbians are morally reprehensible? What do you think that spreads? You think that spreads kindness?
I don't think. Show me where lesbians are getting shot because of my rhetoric.
Because if you're, I mean, yes, hate crimes do occur because people are
Mostly with
homophobic.
lesbians, it's between lesbians, and they beat each other
That
up.
statistic is inaccurate because it was just asking about relationships, which do include past heterosexual.
What about the latest
relationships.
statistics on it, though, for domestic violence and with just
I don't know. Maybe
with
you
just
can't
straight
trust
deep?
statistics.
when
Maybe you just
we
can't.
can
I'd have
just
to double check. I'd have to double check.
You
the
can
study,
check
the validity
some.
of the study.
Those aren't. That's not a study. Those aren't studies. Those are just straight raw crime statistics. And when it comes to domestic violence, yeah, lesbians like to beat each other up a lot. What do you want me to say? They do. So it seems like the most amount of hate crimes from lesbians come from
Don't
lesbians
you
to
think that
lesbians.
women are like mega sexual predators too? Isn't that like a thing? You said that to me once, that you think like women in positions of power tend to be like extreme.
Do you want the actual position, Chuck? Do you
Sure.
even care? Like, do you actually care? Yeah.
tired.
I didn't think you
I
did.
wanna go home.
You never care. The
No.
truth is, you just hear what you want to hear, and that's all you hear.
You are not someone that I respect enough to listen to.
You sat here the entire time and listened to me.
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah, for fun. Because you got paid, right? Yeah.
Well, we're not allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But it's
Yeah.
real. It's funny though to me, hilarious to me, that you would make like these horrible fucking claims about Steven Crowder beating up. Like, what a horrible thing to say. What a horrible thing to say about someone.
You've moved on from your wife to Steven Crowder.
Oh no. Well, you won't let her call in. Remember?
I thought she was saying that.
Oh, okay, good.
She said you were mean to her. You should talk to her.
Yeah, you should talk to her. You can ask her to give you the accounting. Anyway, yeah, I think it's easy for people to justify doing whatever they want to us because you call us Nazis. So, even while you want the lockdowns and the COVID passports and we're the fascist Nazis, fucking crazy. People are fucking crazy.
All right.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it going. Seriously, Charlie, though?
Seriously, she thinks that I'm an incel. I'm an incel and I'm married. And
I don't think you're an incel.
and most of my
I think
audience
that-
is
I
married
think
and
that
they're
you-
incels.
You create incels.
Yeah, but most of my audience is married, so how are they incels? You know, like you do realize that we can see our demographics, and I know most of my audience is between the ages of about 32 and 41.
You think that those men are? You think that there are men at that age that aren't incels, aren't sexless?
I think that if most of them
There's
are
a lot
married,
of them.
if most of them are married, they're not incels
You can
by
check those
definition.
demographics
Yeah.
because I also have YouTube demographics and
Check
I can
'em.
check if they're married or not.
Oh no, Charlie, there's outside groups that do all sorts of audience polling and things like this, and yeah, we've checked what our audience is all about many times. And the thing is like it's funny.
Alright.
We even ask them internally.
Well, it's literally like the worst people possible.
Yeah, the
that
worst married people possible.
That are making my country dog shit.
That's
that are
you
making
that makes the
my
country dog
country
shit for us,
worse.
Charlie.
All right, well, it's just
All that freedom to give us no
Pro-ICE.
freedom. Yeah, I think that
pro
ICE
people being disappeared, families torn apart.
people aren't supposed to be here.
A lot of them are citizens that are being snatched up.
No, there's not a lot of them who are
Yes,
citizens
yes, it
being
is.
snapped
Even
up.
if they aren't, you know what?
It's mostly
I think
not.
That you, as a follower of Christ,
Mhm.
you should welcome them.
Oh, should I?
But you're not legit.
What should
You're
I?
not really
How should I welcome them?
with love and kindness and open arms.
Okay, should I let
And
them live?
assistance.
Should I let them live in my house and give them all my money?
No, you don't have to do all that.
Why not? Why should I?
Assist them.
Well, wait a second. Why should I just? Why should I just stop? Why should I just stop at just like yay? Why shouldn't I let them into my house and have all my money, Chuck? How come? Wouldn't Christ want me to do that?
No, that's not what it is. I think that Christ wants you to give some of what you have
Two.
to the poor, to immigrants.
Oh.
migrants.
Well, would you Chuck? I give 25% of my money to the poor. How much do you give? Yes. How much do you give? Well, I mean, I give it to the church, and they dispense it to the poor. So yeah.
So you give it to the church.
Are you saying that my church doesn't dispense to the poor?
I think that you ought to be wary about it. Wary.
Oh, should I send it to a private charity to pay a CEO a ton of money instead? Even though we know that direct charitable contributions from the church actually get to the people, and when you send it to a charity, it usually goes to administration fees.
You know that for sure?
For
That's
sure.
where the church's money is going?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know the board of the church. I'm pretty sure that I know where they're sending my money, yeah.
All right. If you say so.
Yeah, how much do you give?
What I can.
How much is that?
What I can win.
How much is that?
What I can win.
Yeah, how much is that, percentage-wise of your income?
Percentage-wise?
Yeah. The truth, Chuck.
Over my lifetime?
No. Now, in the last 4 years,
In the last...
what have you given as a total percentage of your income to the poor, Chuck?
I don't even know how much of my total
Guess.
income is.
Guess.
Guess?
Guess
I'm
what
not even keeping track.
Guess what
If I have cash on
percentage?
hand, I hand it out to people. If I see people...
You got cash on hand?
No, not right now.
Oh, geez. Well, how much as a percentage do you think you've given? The truth. How much?
I'd say definitely in the 10% range.
Yeah, fucking right.
But
You ain't giving
I also
10%
don't
of your...
make the-
You haven't given 10% of your whole cash to nobody. I was doing that before I was a content creator.
All right.
I was giving...
Doubt.
Well, you can doubt it.
I don't think that people with your ego do those sorts of things.
I know. That's the problem with you, is that you don't think that. You don't think that I do massive charity streams, because you don't watch. You don't even listen. But I do them all the time.
I've interacted with you enough to know that.
You don't know shit. I've done massive charity streams. I do them every year. What are you talking about? I fed hundreds of families personally with the Crucible. We've raised thousands of dollars to do it. What have you done? What have you done?
In a Christ-like way.
Which things? Everything you bring up, you're wrong about. So which thing am I not leading in a Christ-like way?
In service of your ego. This is
prove
about
it.
preaching. This is about winning. This is about...
Then why do I give so much money when nobody can see?
I don't think you fucking do.
Okay.
I don't think you do.
You don't. So
From the bottom of my
what do I
heart,
get?
do not believe
if I
that
prove
you
it
do.
to you, what do I get?
Nothing. I'm not going to give you shit.
Yeah, exactly. So fuck off. You got nothing.
And you can
got
also
nothing.
write those off on taxes, so not very charitable. in
Do you
my
know you can
opinion.
only do that up to a certain amount?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rachel, are you there? Can you hear us? Hello? Rachel?
Can you hear me?
Yes. I don't know why Discord wasn't working, so we're just going to do it via the phone. Do you want to say anything?
Okay. Yeah, am I coming through okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, I guess I'm just going to ask her the same question kind of that Andrew asked her, which is, I mean, she said all this stuff about me that she got completely wrong, but is there anything Andrew or I are doing that is wrong or hypocritical?
I do feel that with your guys' platforms, what you do is... Rachel, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not familiar with your platform. I'm only familiar with your husband's. But... well, hey, man, I was trying to prove my point.
Okay, how does what you said about me prove your point? Like, again, did somebody tell you that Andrew, like, hates on single moms and, like, shits on them? And so you thought that because he's married to me and I had kids before I married him that, like, he's a bad Christian? Like, I don't understand where you're coming from with this. What did he do wrong? And what did I do wrong?
So the
It's
basis
all out
of
there already anyway.
the basis of Andrew's platform is essentially to make women look stupid and humiliate them. And I don't.
You're doing a perfectly good job of that all by yourself. He doesn't even need the help. But go on.
All right, well,
Erroneous. Erroneous.
Sorry.
okay. I lost my train of thought.
So,
Tell the
you-
whole
you-
world why we're bad.
The
Why
whole
you're
world?
bad and why am I bad?
You were saying that Andrew's whole purpose is to make women look dumb and stupid.
But that's how his his thing works. Is he goes on debate shows. A lot of the time, it's young women, people with no formal debate experience, such as myself, to mock them, make them look stupid, clip farm, and then gain money and notoriety this way. He doesn't engage in real thoughtful debate. I've seen people walk off from debating him because
We
he.
gotta do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. You can't just shotgun 500 things. So,
Okay.
did you not have agency? Did you not have agency when you accepted this debate with Andrew?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Then what did he do wrong? Do you want him to treat you like, because you're a feminist, so do you want him to only debate men? Because if he did that, you'd say, well, he's a misogynist. He won't even debate women because he doesn't take them seriously enough or whatever. Like, you guys make yourself look stupid. Andrew can't make you look stupid if you're not. And I would go on here and I would make you look 10 times stupider because you're really, really uninformed, but really, really confident about everything you say. You do not sound like a person with a college education. My homeschooled 13-year-old can explain per capita, okay? You are not a very smart person. You're the one who put yourself in this position. And since you lost and you got humiliated, you thought the thing to do would be attack me. And, okay, so let's go there. Where did you get the idea that I'm promiscuous?
Well, that you're promiscuous? Sorry, you just also said a bunch of shit that I was trying to keep track of.
You said that I'm promiscuous, so what promiscuous means I've slept with a lot of people, right?
I would say that I think that having children with multiple men is, I think that is more significant than.
Okay, well, I think it would be if, and I know why people assume this. I do understand why people assume it. They're just wrong in their assumptions. It would be wrong if I had been sleeping with lots of people, if I had been carelessly getting pregnant with random people. That's not the case. I've spent my entire adult life only in 3 long-term committed relationships, one of which is a, almost 20-year relationship with Andrew. Now we're like 18 years in. We've been married since 2012. Prior to that, I was married for 4 years, as Andrew had to unfortunately explain. That ended not even because I left, but because he beat the crap out of me and was being pursued by the law and left the state, so it was like abandonment. The first one was my high school boyfriend, who I knew my whole life, who I was with for 5 years. He had 2 children. He had his own personal problems, and that did not work out. So I understand why people make the assumption, but the truth is I'm not promiscuous. I have an extremely low body count. I've never had one-night stands. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never just carelessly or casually had sex, ever. So I've only ever been with men that I, at least at the time, felt certain I was going to be with forever and have a family with.
Maybe you should
I
have.
did get nursed on the first 2. I will admit. But
I did wonder, hang on, Rachel, I did wonder one thing. If she had slept with 3 men but had aborted all of the children, would she still be promiscuous?
She would have lived her life. It would have been better for her.
If she had only slept with 3 men but aborted her children, hang on, Rachel, stop for a second. Would it be the case? Was that too abusive? Shut up, Rachel. Was that too abusive, Charlie? So, Charlie, tell me, if she had aborted her children with those 3 relationships, would she be less promiscuous or not?
I think that, frankly, in my opinion, her life would have been better spent.
Would she be less promiscuous, Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, she'd be less promiscuous.
Yeah.
These fucking people. Rachel, you should have.
I'm talking about optics.
Rachel, you should have killed. You should have killed our kids, Rachel.
Maybe she should have.
No, I wouldn't have been. Wait, so it's less promiscuous if I kill the children?
I mean, you're not killing children. You're having an abortion.
Did you just say to me? Did you just say to me that my life would be better if I had aborted my children?
I mean, if I were in your shoes, I would have had a better time doing that.
Wow. Well, I regret to inform you that I love all of my children. I would never unalive them. I would never wish that they weren't born, even if there was some mild inconvenience to me along the way, or maybe I had to do a little work to raise them. I love my children. I would never wish that they had not been born, and I'm certain my life would not have been better without them.
Would you deny that under patriarchy you are seen as like I hate to use this phrase, but as a damaged woman on account of having had children with multiple men? Would you deny that that is unfortunately the common perspective?
I actually think it's people like you who think that about me. Andrew is a patriarch. He is a patriarchate. As you said, he's the one out here representing the patriarchy, and he looked at my situation and said, she is worth marrying, because if I had been divorced because I was a bitch, or because I was not submissive, or because I was a cheater, or because I was mentally unstable, any of the normal reasons that you do have a woman who's got kids from two guys, the usual reasons. I happen to be an outlier for the reasons why I was in that situation. And despite the fact that, and I've said this before, I thought Andrew was way too good for me. I tried to break up with him multiple times because I thought he's got a great life with no baggage. Why would he, he could pick anybody. He should pick someone else other than me. That was my opinion. He was the one who looked at me and said, no, I really think you're great wife material, great mom material. I know that based on the fact that you're already a great mom. Yeah, your situation isn't the best, but all things considered, it's a deal I'm willing to take. Because he thought I was that awesome. Isn't that cool? What a good guy. And he was a great stepdad. And he loves all the kids. He never treated the older ones like they were any different. There was never any drama with him, talking bad about their dad or anything. He was a great guy. He's a great guy, and it turns out that you're the one who thinks I should have killed my kids. You would rather party and have fun and get bullshit degrees than produce human beings who are going to go off and create the future.
Hell yeah, I would.
It turns out that you are the hateful, selfish, awful one who's willing to lie about people, say things that aren't true when you don't know what the truth. You've just defamed multiple people in front of millions. You're willing to lie about people, and you don't care.
Not millions.
Who see
So
this.
it turns out that
Your
it is not Andrew is
shows
the charitable
really
one.
go that
Andrew
viral.
is the selfless one.
I've also already had people spread clips around me that got hundreds of thousands of views, and it was fine.
I'm just letting you know that she was saying something accurate, that millions of people will likely see this, yes?
And they'll forget tomorrow.
Okay. But that wasn't the
But
point.
again, at the end of the day, do you guys feel that the work that you do makes more women interested in turning towards Christian nationalism